Welcome back to another Bullpen Banter podcast episode. Double digits now, boys. Is this 10, Snow?
Yeah.
Welcome back
10
to the
episodes.
10th episode.
We have Jaycek on here.
We have special guest.
What's going on?
Jaycek Jackson, former baseball teammate of the boys here.
Absolutely.
We
Peckham Jays.
all played at the Tabor Taves, as where me and Jaycek are repping today.
Heck yeah. If you watched our last episode, we said we were having a guest.
Yep. We said we're pulling out the special guest for episode number 10. Should be a special episode, you know. So hopefully we can start doing guests more often. I think having guests are cool. It brings new energy to the channel, and we appreciate you coming on for our first one here. I don't know why. I think Frosty. What's Frosty's excuse that he didn't show up tonight?
He said I won't make it.
Oh.
Did he have an excuse?
No excuse.
Well,
He said probably won't make it.
Oh.
I mean, it is flaky
Something like
foul.
that.
It is flaky foul we're talking about here.
Like when I hopped on to get on Discord like 20 minutes ago, I did see him on playing Call of Duty.
He's on playing Call of Duty. Man's just not a baseball grinder.
He's not.
He just keeps saying the season gets worse as the season goes on.
Not the biggest baseball guy, more of a football guy, but you know we do appreciate his presence, and the people appreciate his presence sometimes, I'm sure as well. As far as the weekend of baseball, I do have some series results here. I'll just quickly fly by, and then we can kind of highlight some of the big ones. Wait a second.
What happened?
Oh, I was looking at an old one, and I was like, the Padres did not sweep the Rangers. That didn't happen. But we do have the Reds.
They did, in fact, do that a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago, yes. I was looking at the wrong one.
That was a really, really good week.
That was like the high for the...
Now the Rangers are kind of winning a lot of games, and the Padres are not winning a lot of games. So
they are 10-2 after the trade deadline. So
it's like the second best record, I think.
Yes, the Dodgers are 11-1 or 12-1, something like that.
Yeah, they're on a
tear.
They're hot.
Pretty solid. They needed that. They also got Jonah Heim back.
Good.
After his wrist injury.
Good. Oh,
so that's big.
For most people that don't know, Jaycek is a Rangers fan.
Yeah, Jaycek, tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Jaycek. I am from Texas. I'm a teacher down here and a baseball coach, head baseball coach. This will be my second year as the head baseball coach. So I grew up not too far from Arlington, where the Rangers play. So I've been to plenty of games, sweated my tail off in the summers, sitting in left field on a Sunday afternoon game when it's 107 degrees.
Sounds brutal.
And went to college up in Kansas and played at Tabor College with both of these boys. And like I said, graduated, moved back down here to Texas, and started teaching and became a head baseball coach. So I also run a outdoor hunting channel, part of Texas Bow Hunter, if you are into that kind of thing.
Sure.
YouTube and Instagram over there at It's Just Heart of Texas Bow Hunter. But other than that, I try to watch a ton of baseball, as much baseball as I can. I'm pretty sure the Rangers are playing right now, so
yeah.
I am missing that, but that's A-okay to be on this podcast with the boys.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Go support the homie over on the other platforms as well.
Yes.
So it kind of
funny
sounds like... Oh, go ahead, Snow. Go ahead.
Oh, something funny I saw the other day on Twitter. I saw a Texas account tweet a picture of the stadium, and they say what the Astros wish their stadium looked like, or something like that.
That's funny.
Yep.
Have you been to both Astros and Rangers new stadiums?
I have not been to Minute Maid.
Okay.
I've driven past it,
Mm-hmm.
but from everything I've heard about it here recently, it needs a lot of upgrades.
Oh.
And you would think that with them winning the World Series, with an asterisk by it, by the way, you would think that they would be able to get some renovations done. But I've also heard that it's a very beautiful park as well. I'd like to make it down there, but
It's fun. It's a good one.
Houston's not necessarily on my high list of places to go.
How far of a drive would it be for you to boogie on down there?
It's like 3.5, 4 hours. Not too far.
Yeah, it's not
Especially
terrible.
when, especially when you go 100 like me and Dustin.
Yeah.
We should have. Yeah, that was a good time.
I tell you what. That new ballpark that the Rangers got, it's great.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's great. And
we've been there together.
We have all three of us. I've been fortunate.
I was pretty drunk. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Well, we did have a few teas that day in the parking lot.
Yes. I think the most memorable moment for me was right as on the way in, I jumped on Dustin for some reason, and his phone flew like 30 feet into the intersection.
Yes. Walking in the stadium.
It like fell, and then you kicked it on the way to just.
We walked in. Because it was a Sox game, right? Sox game.
I was like, oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was.
We walked in and like JD Martinez hit a bomb in the top of the first inning. Like as we were walking in,
literally as we walked in.
Yeah. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, and I've been fortunate enough to kind of really sit all over the ballpark. And with my fiance's work, they have some tickets that are directly behind home plate. Like 4 rows up.
Wow.
4 rows up. And, we get access to what's called the Lexus Club. So it's all you can eat food. They have like normal ballpark food, but they also have like a little bit higher end food if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
And then at your seat, you order on the MLB app whatever you want, and they'll bring it to you in a little white sack.
Wow.
And pretty much everything is paid for. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Tell you what, not a lot of people get to do that. So I'm very fortunate enough to be able to do that with our company.
Yeah. Sweet.
But in my opinion, I still think sitting a little bit higher is a little bit better. You get to see. I mean, because like where we sit, we have the home plate camera pretty much right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So. It does make it kind of tough to see, but I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, a free ticket's a free ticket. I'll take it anywhere I can sit.
No lie, yeah. Just get in and get to experience the game for sure. What's the best food at the stadium? You were talking about getting all the food. What's your favorite thing to eat there at a Rangers game?
And the other day when we went, I had some chicken tenders that weren't too bad. I will say that when the three of us went and we got those chicken tenders, those were a lot better than the ones we got the other day, because I felt like they were a little bit more fresh. But man, in my opinion, it's real hard to just kind of break it down to one thing, because there's like out there you got Golden Chick. If you want to go get, like actual Golden Chick, they got that, but and then they got your typical ballpark food, and then they got barbecue. They do have a giant hot dog.
Remember, I got that.
I think I had something. With
now they have. This year they have a boomstick burger.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
And they have like this barbecue place is called. It's called Hurtado Barbecue. I've heard that's really good, but like. What place is going to have like a legit barbecue restaurant in their facility?
It's like a fast food barbecue. I'm not sure that.
Right.
It's not.
But
it's not going to be as good as the actual restaurant, probably.
Well, I mean, there is they have a actual store not too far from the ballpark. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Texas barbecue is not as good as Kansas City anyway.
it's true.
I do feel bad when we went for Dustin's bachelor party. My dad said, "Hey, y'all got to go to this place. Y'all got to
Hey, I
go to
thought it
this
was good.
place."
I thought their
And
sauce was good.
their sauce was good, but that was not my representation of Texas barbecue, and I do feel bad about that.
Nah, that's
So
all right.
y'all have
get
to
a
make
rematch
another trip
sometime.
down, and I'll take y'all to Heim Barbecue. Heim Barbecue's dang good.
I just want to go to
Fort Worth.
Hibachi's again. I don't care about
Yes.
eating
Oh,
barbecue
Yes.
down
dude,
there.
Hibachio's fire.
That's usually
I
my
think the
favorite
other day
part.
I said if I lived in Midlothian, I'd go to Hibachi 3 times a week.
And I was like, well,
Yeah.
Jaycek's there at least once a week, so
At least once a week.
Pretty much.
I
don't
always
blame you.
always a snapshot on your story.
Yep.
You and your fiance.
Yep.
You
Yep.
Hibachi.
Just
So
about
nice.
just about any time she comes over, she's like, "Can we get Hibachio?" I'm like, "I guess we
Yes.
just had it the other day."
They should probably just know
Yes.
your order by then. Remember when Denver tried to fight the
Right.
robot delivering our food?
He did.
not like that
Denver,
thing.
a wild person. It's
Yeah.
fun.
It's funny stuff. Funny stuff. Just go over some of the weekend series winners: Reds over the Pirates, Sox over the Tigers, the Rays over the Guardians, Twins over the Phillies, the Los Doyers sweeping the Rockies, the Marlins taking the series over the Yankees, the Astros over the Halos, who have really been scuffling post deadline. Like they said,
Yes.
we're keeping
Yeah.
Otani, we're buying because we think we can maybe get jockey into position for a wild card spot. And
I thought the same thing.
boy, they could not have been more wrong. They have been stinking the place up. So that's not good. Diamondbacks over the Padres. The Brewers sweeping the White Sox. Cubs over the Blue Jays. Cubs have been hot. The Dirty Birds and the Royals split. The Nationals swept the A's. The Rangers beat the Giants. And the Orioles beat the Mariners. And on Sunday Night Baseball, the Braves took the series over the Mets. So what? Only 2 sweeps. Nationals over the A's.
Dude.
Dodgers over. 3 sweeps. Dodgers over the Rockies. Brewers over the White Sox. Fun stuff.
Dude. The Padres.
Tell
You
what,
just want
the
to talk
Rangers,
about your
That hurt me, man.
like just feel it. Just let's just be. We'll just listen. How are we feeling right now about the Padres?
Hopeful. No, I don't know. Sad.
Yeah.
But 6 games, like if something crazy happens, would be fun. But I
It's
don't know.
only 6
I'm
games.
really, yeah, it's only 6 games. I'm really just hoping we sign Soto to an extension, and then I'll be happy. Whatever happens, cool.
Yeah, you can just build
Yep.
off of that.
Run it again.
See, I thought at one point they were trying to sell the team, or at least that's what I heard. And then it was like, psych, we're keeping everybody. And
Yeah.
Keeping everybody.
did they even sign anybody big?
They traded for G-Man Choi, who just got hurt. They traded for Rich Hill. They traded for the Royals pitcher Scott Barlow, and they've all been doing bad. Like all their acquisitions.
I don't get why it's like such a weird transition in San Diego. Like it's so nice there.
I feel like
There's a lot of pressure.
I don't
there.
know, but
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, a lot of pressure, and maybe the West Coast time zone. I don't know. I wouldn't think that would have a big deal to
the
do
Dodgers
with
did
it.
just fine.
But I know.
Yeah.
I know, which is wild. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there might be, just because they're underperforming, like the pressure that those players feel getting traded there to help them out and kind of like try and push them over the top. I mean,
Yeah,
it's whatever.
Maybe it's too much.
That's probably true.
We have some good, like, I think we have like the number 1 shortstop prospect. No, our number 1 prospect is a shortstop. Just turn him into a center fielder. Get Grisham out of there.
Well, you have like 14 shortstops on your roster. So
14 shortstops. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be okay. in the offseason. I would like to get Snell back, but obviously he's going to be a lot of money.
True.
So
True.
who knows what will happen there. And then I don't really care about
Just-
Hader. I mean, if I don't want to pay him a lot of money either, so
Yeah. Yeah.
like
he'll
if
get it
it's
back.
between keeping Hader or signing Soto to a long deal, sign Soto.
Yeah, you'd probably give up both of those guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
But give up Snell
Mm-hmm.
and Hader to get the extension
Yeah,
for Soto. I think I'd lean that
because
way too.
I mean the Padres pitching was really good this season.
Yeah.
Just could not score runs,
Darvish.
but it's fine. We're only 6 back. It could go off.
Waka, Musgrove. Like they have a pretty good staff, but
Yeah.
yeah, you never know. Cool
Yeah.
stat that I,
We still have a great run differential, even though we score not a lot of runs.
yeah, not enough runs, that's for sure.
Like we have given up 483 runs,
Hmm.
but we scored 540. The Reds have given up 603 runs, but they scored 580, and they're only 1 game back.
Baseball's weird.
They've given up like 50 more runs. Crazy. No, wait. I can't do math, but yeah, 120 more runs, 140.
And I feel like it's so weird because like a small market team like the Reds, they have like a bunch of not necessarily no name people, but like people that just fly under the radar that are just solid ball players. Like the Padres, they have like all the big name dudes, you know.
It's,
So
I joined a
weird, man.
Yankee fan. Fine though. It's fine.
Just whip out
Uh,
their checkbook like the Yankees
yeah.
do.
But yeah, I feel that small market teams. That's kind of like the Royals when they won it. You know.
I think they just have a little chip on their shoulder. Like they got a little
Yeah.
dog in them. I mean, that's what every team needs, though.
And it's just the staff doing a good job picking up talent and getting them good, and then they go far, they win a ship, and then those guys get paid and go somewhere else. That's how
Yeah.
it goes.
Makes sense. Well, boys,
Mhm.
baseball's alive. This weekend was the MLB's 9th weekend of the year, with attendance totaling over 1.5 million people across the whole league. The previous 4 full seasons combined for 5 such weekends in total. So, the fans are coming to ball games.
Baseball's back. I'll say it every week.
Baseball is back.
Let's go.
It's cool.
Let's
man.
go.
It's cool. I feel like when we were kind of growing up, people were kind of getting bored with the game. I think it was definitely, and it probably still is a little bit. It was definitely like an old man's game to watch.
Mhm.
It wasn't, I feel like, super popular amongst young people. Now, I don't know where the big change is. I mean, the rule
think people-
changes probably have
The
something
speed
to
of
do with it.
game, and like now I think like now something's always happening. I think fans are like, oh, this is fun to watch.
I think
Before
pace
it's
of
like
play
it has
gotta be the
yeah
number one reason, right?
yeah because before
Yeah.
you're sitting there and you're like, okay, like it happens in what happened in games, you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, like at
Yeah,
bats
I agree.
now
I
take
do.
just so much less time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, not that I'm a fan of the pitch clock, but I think that has, changed it a ton.
Mhm.
I do like it for
More swiped bags, man. Baseball's action
Yes.
now.
Yeah,
absolutely.
lot
Yeah.
more steals.
Every pitch matters now.
Mhm.
right.
Used to, you go out there and it might take you 5-10 minutes to throw to one batter and you throw 7-8 pitches.
Yeah,
Now you're throwing 7 or 8 pitches in a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
yeah,
You're getting rocking and rolling, and I feel like that's kind of got more people coming back to games. Is that
Mhm.
the pace of the play is a lot quicker. Games used to be 3.5, 4 hours. Now they're what, 2 hours 15 minutes, something like that.
yeah.
And
Are hits up?
depending on,
Gotta be.
I
How'd you
think
see
so.
that?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I'm thinking like a
But,
Wednesday night. I mean, you think about it, your local Wednesday night. I mean, you teach high school kids, right? You want to go to a game. Families want to go to a game. they're not going to be there. The 6 p.m. first pitch probably. They're not going to be there till 10. Like they would be years ago.
11, even
Yeah,
they're
11
getting because a lot of the games
times now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're getting out. So a game starts at 7. You're leaving there, depending on how long it actually takes. You're getting out of there by 9:15.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'd say 9:30 probably towards.
I
the
say
ends.
you're out of the stadium by 10.
Which it used to be.
Yeah,
You're out of there by 11,
used to be
probably,
11. Yeah,
so,
and that's why I feel like that's why a lot of people used to not go to those midweek games. Like you could see they'd pan out in the outfield. There's nobody out there.
Yeah,
I think it's been cool.
I feel like that was a lot of places.
I feel like it's cool that like attendance is even up in the middle of the week in like the day games. Like people are there watching even when it's in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
I think it's cool that we have a new wave of teams that are good. So I think that energizes their fan bases too. Like the Reds, for example, they're selling out games. Like they haven't been good for so many years. Now the Cincinnatians, if that's what you call them, they want to rally around their squad and they're energized about their team. Although they've been struggling a little bit, like they want to go watch them in person now, and it just makes it easier to do so now. So I mean, their attendance is going to be up, and teams like the Cubs, like historic fan bases, like they're always going to have people at the games. But even like the Rangers, like they're going to be up in attendance strictly because they have an AC field now. Like summer games
100%.
in Texas when it was open, like brutal. That
100%.
sucks to go to, especially during the day. So now, I mean, anytime it could be raining, whatever.
Rain, snow, sleet, hail, it don't matter.
Windy,
150 degrees outside.
It's always
it's
nice
gonna be
to
74. It's gonna be 74 degrees in there year round.
Yep.
And I feel like that, especially down here, with the Rangers, I feel like that's bringing a lot more people to the game. Yes, it helps that the Rangers are good this year. They got Corey Seager firing on all cylinders when he's healthy. Marcus Semien, Marcus Semien is doing Marcus Semien things.
Right, he's back.
I know a lot. Yeah, back big time.
Yeah, last year not so much. This year, yes.
Yeah, and then they, their rookie third baseman Josh Young, although he fractured his thumb and had to have surgery.
Yeah,
like man was killing it.
Yeah, he's doing. Really
as a rookie, and then you got all these guys: Nathaniel Lowe, Jonah Heim. And then you sign Nathan Eovaldi and Andrew Heaney, and then trade deadline Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
It shows that the people in the front office realize that, hey, we got to do some of these things to get back to where we were in 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
When we went back-to-back World Series. Sadly lost, but
it shows that they care, though. They want to put a product on the field that drives people to come see their games, and obviously it's working out. That with the addition
absolutely.
of an indoor ballpark.
And it definitely helps that front office did change. John Daniels, he didn't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
He didn't want to spend the money to get good players.
Right.
He wanted to spend more money to get, or less money to get prospects and trade away all of our guys. Like Yu Darvish, he was killing it on the Rangers for a while.
Yeah.
And then they killed it on the Padres.
Yeah. And then and I know it was probably for the best, but Joey Gallo.
That's
fine.
They went and got Corey Seager. They made some moves out there in Texas.
They did. But when they got rid of Joey Gallo, everyone was, kind of like, well, is this really the best option?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but now I do think it was, because you have Ezekiel Duran, who's crushing it. Last year, terrible, because he wasn't really playing much. This year, he's getting a lot more playing time.
Yeah, constant at bats.
Yeah,
it's big time.
And same with Josh Smith. He has his ups and downs, but when he's out there on a daily basis, like he has been here recently, he's doing a lot better. So I feel like making those moves and having all that stuff is, you know, been a huge benefit to the fans around here.
Yeah. I just got a notification here. I thought this would be fun to share. Royal star Bobby Witt Jr. races for an inside the park home run in 14.3 seconds. Fourth fastest home time tracked by Statcast.
Man can move.
Man can fly. What is
Man's from Texas too.
What is he like? The second player, was it first player ever to go back-to-back seasons of 20 bombs, 30 swipes? Is that what it was? I think that's what the stat was. I could be wrong, but
kid's a stud.
Yeah, his jersey's going to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So
yeah,
pretty sick. He's gonna get paid by somebody.
You better.
Paid.
You better.
You know what? I would have taken another shortstop if it was him. Xander,
No
we could have went without.
No doubt.
But yeah.
He's
speaking of attendance though, I mean, the Padres, it's their 49th sellout, and they've had 49 sellouts. The record before this year was 29. So
wow,
yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, and
so it's even there. What they did worked in getting fans and people to the, probably merch sales are probably way up.
True that. Yeah.
Sometimes it's inspired. Like with the Cincinnati stuff, it's like sometimes when you inspire the city, it really fires up the team. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not in San Diego. They just keep.
They quit.
Maybe it's because Padres Twitter's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah. That's wild. But even like, we all live. Well, I guess me and Snow live in Frosty or whatever. We live like either in Kansas City or close by Kansas City. Close enough to drive to a game. So I get a lot of Royals Twitter and Royals friends and whatnot, but I always see their stadium is quite full for how bad the team is. Like that, the Kansas City, they have great fans, so they're putting butts in seats and getting people to the stadium, even though the product on the field isn't super great. So
I think the new stadium will be fun.
Yeah, have they decided where they're putting the new stadium yet?
I don't think so.
Is it going to be on the Missouri side or Kansas side yet?
Missouri side, I believe. They have they have two locations. They're down to two locations, I think. Last time I heard, that was a while ago.
Gotcha.
But they were both on the Missouri side. But one was in Kansas City, one was in North Kansas City. So,
gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
As I was going to say, I heard that they were looking at putting it in on the Kansas side. So I wasn't sure if
I think that's more the Chiefs is what they're thinking.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Let's go Chiefs, by the way.
I think the Chiefs is what.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Chiefs is what Kansas is hooping for.
Yeah, that'd be
They're like, the Royals would be cool, but the Chiefs.
But if we can stack the Chiefs,
but if someone wants a stadium, we'll build it for the Chiefs.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine how much that your economy would grow by just adding the Chiefs.
Oh my.
To your side.
Yeah, you imagine how much your taxes will go up.
It's fine. Okay. It would be in Wyandotte, not Joco. So I'm only like 15 minutes away, but it's in a different county.
Different county, different tax bracket.
True. That's what my fiance. Anytime they buy a car, you have your entertainment tax because they got Dallas Cowboys and they got the Rangers right there. Wow. And they got all that other stuff that's around there.
Dang.
It's ridiculous.
That is crazy. I wonder if the Royal Stadium, have they said, like, I don't know if they've released design things. Are they going to make it indoors?
No.
Retractable roof? It's going to be open?
No, I think so.
They should.
They should.
But I feel like
they really should.
Hot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they want it. I don't know if they want the closed off look aesthetically. I don't know.
I saw one deal.
I think they're cool.
I like the retractable roof. Like if it's a nice spring day, open that shit up. Like no one's gonna be mad.
In like Texas and like Houston, their roofs. I mean, those are the only two I've been with roofs, but both of the ways they retract, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Don't
the Brewers have a retractable roof too? I know that on the show because my guy plays for the Brewers.
Gotcha.
They do.
Yeah. The Rangers roof literally like the whole top moves, and then it moves back.
Yeah.
So if you ever drive by and it's open, like the entire roof is kind of sitting off to the side of the
Cool.
off to the side of the stadium, and I thought that's what the Royals were thinking about doing,
Maybe.
was building something like
I
that.
think
That'd
it'd
be cool.
Which they should.
I agree.
They should.
There's some hot days in
mean,
Kansas City.
Especially
But if it
days
rains,
in
you can
Kansas
still
City.
play the game because it rains a
Rainouts.
bunch here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, it rains a
Hey,
bunch here.
send some of that down here. We need it. My grass is
They
crunchy.
need it in Wichita.
No shit. Kansas City be getting rain like every day.
Dude, I'm like, Dustin, look, it's the second time it's rained this week. He's like, it hasn't rained here in a month.
Yeah.
It's been like 2.5, 3 months almost.
I'm pretty sure like
Crazy.
I don't know, it rains a lot, but I'm pretty sure it rained like 3 days in a row. Like,
Yeah, you were sending
couple
pictures
weeks
like another day of rain, and I'm like, we've got like 1/10 of an inch in the past.
What was that yesterday?
2 days.
Yesterday where it rained a bunch, and I said, praise the rain turtles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Some big moments here, I guess, since the last time that we've recorded. I noted that we have not recorded since the Jose Ramirez and Tim Anderson fight. That was cool,
Dude,
I'm a
that
big
was
fan.
cool. And
You
and the
mean
suspensions weren't
you
that
mean
bad.
you mean the
No, not bad.
Yeah,
you mean the
that's-
Jose Ramirez fight?
Yeah, Tim
You know,
Anderson.
I mean,
Jose Ramirez fight.
he
it's a
participated.
fight
He swung.
between them two. It didn't
Yeah.
mean that
He
one had a
swung.
good
He
fight.
swung.
He swung.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't mean it was
J-Ram
good for
really-
both of them.
He gave him the hook. And his
Guys,
agent
it was
a
posted a
close
picture
fit.
of fucking him in boxing gloves the next
Yes.
day, bro. That was the funniest thing. That was the best part of it, honestly. I thought that was hilarious.
I just can't believe he knocked him out. That was so crazy.
He got
I
up
mean,
and he was
and
stunned.
it was a blind punch too. It was
Yeah.
out of nowhere, and he just close fisted it,
Yeah.
and I mean, it almost was like a slap with the knuckles right there.
Yeah.
That was wild.
See, because like I feel like in a lot of fights, like the Joe Kelly fight in Boston, like I feel like nobody gets very many punches in. So it was cool that when they got the punch in, it was a KO.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised
And
like,
then even-
baseball fights don't happen more often, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
you got grown ass
know,
men out
and
there
that's-
on who knows what type of drugs or testosterone booster. I mean, it's regular.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty regulated. So, but you know,
Yeah.
everything goes under the radar.
Well, I mean, they're just professional athletes.
They're professional athletes.
Yeah.
They're trying hard. You know, they all have egos to some extent. I'm
Have to
surprised
be.
there's
Confidence in yourself.
not
you
not
know,
more
and
fights.
that's one thing. That's why I kind of like hockey. You know, I don't know if y'all watch much hockey, but
not a whole lot.
they let them go at it, and then they get a 5-minute major or
Yeah.
whatever, and then there they go back in the game.
Yeah.
It's not like they get ejected for
Suspended.
We were
in the
talking
game
about
or-
that at Slow Pitch, and we said something like, we were like, you have to like not play. You have to not play, and you're like your spot in the lineup's just an out,
Yeah,
and then
That'd be kinda
your
cool.
team has to play with 8 dudes in the field.
that'd be.
How
I mean,
long?
because that's what hockey
Like
does.
I don't know.
like
an
one
inning
time through
or
the
two?
order, like I don't know.
Cause,
I guess
'cause like in hockey,
It would be
in
tough
hockey,
That would be tough.
not having a fielder, but
for sure.
yeah.
like you can't hit for like 2 innings.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like I mean, in hockey, they play 4-on-4. They
You
play
want a bunch of
5 on.
fights.
They play 5-on-3.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, I know hockey's a lot different than baseball. It's a lot smaller court, but I feel like that would give the game a little extra pizzazz to it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see. I don't know. The
And then-
game's,
and
the
then
game's
you
got
imagine
something in
if
that aspect.
If a pitcher got in a fight, a position player had to throw. They couldn't throw a reliever.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
good. That sounds like some banana ball rules, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Banana
funny.
ball.
Definitely want to hit on the Wander Franco
Oh.
news that just came out.
You know, I
yesterday,
didn't
right?
know he was 22. I thought he was older than that.
He's young cat. Jaycek, have you heard about that?
Still,
No, I saw. Is this the guy from
He's
what
on the
team is he
Rays.
playing on?
Shortstop for the Rays.
and he's dating a minor.
Oh, is that what happened?
He's 22
Yikes.
and allegedly dating a 14-year-old girl.
I thought it was like a 17-year-old girl.
Yikes.
14, huh?
Yeah.
Yikes.
I wouldn't let him travel with the
That's-
team either.
Yeah,
is what I have to
no.
say.
Once the news came out, they did not take him on the road trip.
I'd be like,
I
dude,
s-
you're
I
a
did
stud,
see that-
but no.
Yeah.
I did see that he wasn't traveling, and it just said from some news, and
Big swing.
I didn't really get a chance to look at it today, but
Mhm.
I did not know that. But that's
It's
That's
serious.
wild.
Like, that's like
It's just crazy.
that's like
yeah.
locked up kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
on the
wild.
restricted list as of now. He's not traveling with the Rays, so I think if you're on the restricted list, like you don't get paid either.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're looking into it. The Rays are looking into it. The league's looking into
Good.
it.
Me
But
too.
he has been accused of having a relationship with a 14-year-old, and like I don't know if it was the girl or somebody like posted pictures of them together. So it's not like
They post it like
They'll
he
figure it
posted
out.
anything.
yeah,
It's not cool if you're
They'll
trying
figure
to
it.
date a 14-year-old. It's not cool.
No,
cool at all.
no,
But
no, that's not cool at all.
if it was my
You
team
know, that's-
and it came out to be true, I wouldn't be happy.
So yeah, wouldn't want to be a
Well, it doesn't matter how good you are. Like that PR would be awful.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to cut him because if you keep him, they're gonna be like, "Really, bro? Losing
Yeah.
fans
oh,
like crazy."
so that's they're gonna be like, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you want?
Mhm.
So as of now, I'm just curious how this is going to affect the Rays because as of now they're in first place in the wild card. They're up by 5 games, and they're if this comes to fruition and he's going to be, I would assume, suspended. Like they're starting shortstop. He's an all-star. Face the
And
franchise.
he's
like,
really, really good.
how negatively
Incredible at the plate.
is this going to, hinder the Rays going forward?
They're kind
Do
of
they have
be
a
alright.
5-game drop and not even make the postseason because of it? I'm not sure. That's a long way.
Really,
to
that's how
drop.
close it is.
Yeah, they're.
Hey,
they're
I'm
5
hoping for
games
some
up.
drops, baby.
I'm
That's all I
down,
am.
You know,
but
I mean,
I don't know.
That would help for you.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know how
13,
that would
you're
affect the
probably out,
team.
too.
I do feel like
Oh no, you're only 3.
I
That
feel
was
like
for
a
your
lot of
league.
those guys are. I feel like a lot of those guys probably have the same viewpoint that we do
Yeah.
of like
I think
that's
so.
not cool. Like why are you 22 dating a 14-year-old? I'm sure
And
some
the,
of those guys probably have kids that are about that age. Some of the
Yeah.
older guys especially.
Right.
You
or
know,
even
like-
just like 8-year-olds or 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
you have a
they'll look at
daughter,
it.
It's gonna
Yeah. Look at it like
hit you.
what if that was
Sister
my
or
daughter?
anything, you're
You
like,
know?
what?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a lot of those guys would be like, you know what? Yes, he's dang good and he would help us. But at the same time, if you are dating a 14-year-old at 22 years old, you got bigger issues
Yeah.
and you don't need to be playing baseball.
Yeah, there's some
you know,
shit that
'cause,
you're gonna need to deal with.
But I
On
think they'd
your
be
own.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I agree.
Rays,
I
the
think
Rays
they- I think they'd
themselves
probably
are
be okay.
very. Feel like they have a great farm system. I'm guessing they got a shortstop down there ready to play a little ball,
I'm sure.
or a second baseman, and then whoever plays second can move because pretty much their whole team's really good right now.
Yeah.
And they're not paying him very much money.
No. Besides Franco, they're playing him.
Yeah, well, we paid Tatis, and he did steroids, so
Yippee!
yeah, that shit happens,
Yay.
man.
True that. Yeah. Just to highlight a couple of names, Face is doing well after the trade deadline because last episode we talked about all the post deadline moves. Nicky Lopez going from the Royals to the Braves. He's hitting
I like Nicky Lopez.
He's
I
hitting
thought he was a stud.
714.
Yeah, I thought he was a stud. He was good.
Yeah,
especially
he's
when he had. He
Being
might have.
MVP over there.
He, like, whenever he was fired up, he played really good. But it's probably hard to get kind of fired up in Kansas City. I'm guessing, like, losing a lot of games. It's getting a slump, man.
I think you have a mental block for sure.
Yeah,
to be
it's
able
just-
to get up
Yeah.
and go every day.
I
Big
played
time.
that. I played a summer league where we lost like every game the senior year, and it was high. You're just like, fuck, dude. This is not any fun.
True.
I know what that feels like.
Do you want
Yeah,
to elaborate
yeah.
on your
Do
school
you?
season last
Yeah.
year?
So, uh, we I tell you what, my school's team that I teach at, coach at, man, we were good and real good,
Real good.
and we won a grand total grand total of 2 ball games,
Hey,
and it
you're in
was
the
and it was
color.
against, you know what, they were our last 2 ball games, and it was against the team that had not won a baseball game in 4 years. So
Hey,
I would
Oh,
hope we would beat them. We put
well.
we put up 15 runs in the first inning against them one game.
Whoa! And you guys
Yeah,
hadn't won
I
a
was
game
like,
all
you're
year.
finding you
yeah,
guys you're finding the groove.
You found your
yeah.
Kids,
stride.
So,
Just a little too late.
if you would have
but
had that game at the
that was
beginning
our.
of the season, it might have been a whole
I
different ball,
agree.
a whole
I
different year.
agree. That's kind
Fired
of
a
what I
path,
was
fired a
thinking.
fire under them.
Yeah, but with that, like, it was our first year in UIL. We don't have the facilities. We have to rent a ball field from the city. We don't
Tough.
have a cage, which, by the way,
You
we
need
did get
that.
one donated, which
That's
is
sick.
dope.
That's cool.
Just have not set that up yet. Um, so we had a couple things that were definitely against us. So I'm not gonna say that, if we had all those things, we would be great, because half of my kids barely knew how to throw a baseball, much less hit. So that was tough. But I feel like this year, with us having a cage and a pitching machine, it could be a completely different year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're gonna go win state,
You got
but
one
I think
inside.
we could
Oh,
win
it's
more
Texas.
than.
You don't need it.
I think we could win more than 2 ball games.
Yeah.
So,
Heck yeah.
and that's
I
hopefully.
was wondering if
So,
your batting cage was inside, because here in Kansas for high school ball, you needed it inside.
well,
Because
no, it's not inside.
in the early part it was cold, but in Texas it's probably not
See,
that cold.
but
Yeah, it's probably
we
right down
start,
there.
but we start in February. Like,
Yeah, well,
we
we
start
started
playing games
hitting
in
in like
February.
February, January.
Yeah.
No, like, we
We're in
start
there swinging
games in
bats.
February.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
They're
that's cool.
different.
That would have been way more fun here. But it's just like everything would be
Just
frozen
dude.
here.
Yeah.
Couldn't play.
Yeah,
So
Cold.
yeah, it's good stuff.
that's like our first half of the season at Tabor. We couldn't play half of our home games
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt. Lance Lynn pitching well for the Dodgers.
Did he turn it around over there?
He's been doing a lot better. Yeah, for sure. He hasn't faced like very good teams, but he is pitching better.
Hey, you
he
gotta
had,
have
like,
those confidence boosters.
Yeah, and maybe it's a change of scenery that he needed. I mean, we hit on it last episode. Some dudes like really could use that change of scenery, so that's good for him. I did want
Max
to just
Scherzer.
I'll burp. I gotta pee.
Max Scherzer. Is he like
Yeah,
doing good? Like, how's his starts
yeah.
been going?
He's both of his. I think he's only started twice. His first inning was a little rocky. I think he gave up 3 runs, and then right after that, I mean, he went. I think he threw 6 innings, 7 innings, had like 9 or 10 strikeouts,
Nice.
and then his second start, he threw 6 innings of almost shutout ball. I
Yeah.
think.
And he's on the
So, I
bump
mean, both of
tonight.
his. Is he?
Yeah. They are
Yeah,
up on the
both of his
Angels
starts.
6-0 in the 7th, and he is.
Bad.
I don't know if he's still pitching. Let's see. Max Scherzer. He's gone through 1 hit through 7, 0 earned, 11 strikeouts,
Bad.
100
what.
pitches. So he's probably done. But
Tell you what, this the Rangers pitching staff the last couple weeks, aside from Andrew Heaney the other day,
yeah,
but they said he caught a cold or something when they were in where were they at? San Francisco.
hmm
I don't remember where exactly they were at before San Francisco, but they said he caught a cold. But dude, everybody on the staff said, you know what, we're gonna try to go throw lights out. John Gray, John Gray stepped up. You know, he had a couple rough starts earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Spent a little time on the DL with a finger issue or something like that. And then since he came back, he's pretty much been lights out.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Other than Andrew Heaney's start the other day, he's been solid this year.
Yeah, both those guys
Dane
been like
Dunning,
good 4.5s, 3-4-5, like
yeah,
Dane Dunning, like
absolutely.
mid to end rotation arms that are just gonna take the
And
ball and
and
give you a chance to win every 5 days is huge.
and Dane Dunning wasn't even supposed to be a starter this year. He was supposed to be out of the pen.
Yeah, and he's looked
And
good.
then Jacob DeGrom went down. You know, and then he stepped up. He said, "Yeah, I'll give me the ball,
Yeah.
give me the rock."
Right.
You know, so
He's done it well.
I feel like if they can get Evaldi healthy, which he threw a pin the other day, and
Nice.
I think he threw a 40 or 50 pitch pin, and they said it felt good on him.
Good.
So hopefully he'll be back soon. But if we can get him back and have him and Scherzer as the 1 and 2,
It's nasty in the postseason.
yeah, and then Dunning, Gray, and Heaney as your 3, 4, 5 guys,
Yeah.
and then Perez out of the pen if you need him, but hopefully you don't, because he has not. He had a stellar season last year, and then looks like he'd never thrown a baseball before in his life this year.
Yeah, I don't know. So, speaking of the postseason, I just want to hit on this. What would be like 40-some games till the postseason, around there, give or take. As of now, Snow,
Yo.
who do you think snags the 3 wild card spots in the NL? Since you're an NL team, like at the end, who do you see getting in?
The Chubs.
The Cubbies?
Yeah.
Dude, they have been rolling. Everybody else
D-backs.
that's out of the wild card race has been sucking, but the Cubs have been winning.
I think the Marlins, the Cubs, and the D-backs.
You think the Giants fall
By
out?
the way, the Diamondbacks need to wear their purples more often.
They're sick.
I hate those
purples.
jerseys now
Why?
because they wrecked my team in them.
Yeah, it's
Well,
hard to
you
get.
It
know
was
what?
no fun. Okay.
But those
They are
purple
cool though.
jerseys,
They do look
are
really good.
so nice.
Yeah, back in the Randy Johnson days. You see him and somebody else, they're going to be the first 2 numbers to be retired in Arizona Diamondbacks history.
Really?
Yeah.
As he should. As old Randy
should.
should be.
Yeah, no doubt.
Blowing up birds and all.
Crazy. So you think the Giants fall out? Or do you think the Giants win their division? And who would that push out? No, they're not winning the division. Dodgers have.
They're not. I think the Dodgers are way ahead.
Yeah.
The Padres are like 20-some games out of that. I'm pretty sure.
I think the Braves and the Dodgers are locks to win the division.
Yes.
Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
I would love Milwaukee to make it. That would be cool.
Milwaukee. I have a.
Oh, is it Milwaukee and the Reds? Okay.
Milwaukee Cubs and the Reds. They're all in the same.
They're in the same division, huh?
Yeah.
And 3.5 games for the Reds. So.
And I think the Phillies probably snag a wild spot myself, or a wild card spot.
Okay, so. Yeah, I was looking at the Phillies. I was like, I don't know if the Cubs can beat out the Phillies. I'm riding the D-backs, pushing out the Giants. And or I think Phillies, Marlins, D-backs.
Phillies, Marlins, D-backs. I think I'll take. So you're having Milwaukee win that division?
What?
Phillies, Marlins, D-backs. So no Cubs.
No Cubs.
Okay, I'm thinking.
So wait, are those in the same division? Philly,
No.
the Cubs, and
No.
Milwaukee?
The Cubs,
Oh.
the Brewers.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
D-backs.
wild card. This is considering a wild card position.
We're
Like,
the wild card.
yeah, it's not if they make the playoffs because that doesn't like if they win their division. That's cool. We're talking wild card, aren't we?
Right.
So who grabbed the wild cards? I think
Like the 3 wild card spots. Who do you think has them?
I think. Let me look. Where
I
the Marlins
think
are.
the Phillies,
I think the Phillies,
the
the Marlins,
Cubs.
because the Marlins are gonna. I think the Marlins are gonna get one because they can't. They can't win their division. They're behind the Phillies too, and they're 14 games back. No shot. And the Diamondbacks.
I'm not sold on the Marlins. I think the Cubs can get in, so I'm thinking
I,
Phillies Cubs.
I think that. And then the Marlins. I was on Twitter right now, and they just hit 3 bombs. So.
Um, I don't
Well
have a
then,
ton of confidence in the D-backs just because they're super young,
I
and I'm
think the
not sure I
D-backs are
have enough
vibing.
confidence in the Reds either.
I
So I
don't.
think
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
I'm
think the
gonna leave
Reds will do it.
San Fran in. I think I'm gonna go Philly, San Fran, Cubs,
Okay. Okay.
and then in the AL, Jacek, what do you think for your wild card spots? Three.
well, I do think that the West is really going to come down to the end of the season.
I think so too.
Um, I would, I'd love to see the Rangers win the West again.
Yeah.
Um, and if they keep playing the way they're playing right now, I think they've got a good shot at it. Um, as long as I think they're what 2.5 games up or 3 games up.
They're four
Um,
up in the loss column. They are. They're 3 games up
they
though.
are they're 3 games, yeah. So I mean, if they can stay. I mean, I'd love to see them expand their lead to more than that. But right now, I definitely think the Rays are probably for sure. Um, just with what I'm looking at right now,
Mm-hmm.
because in the East, it's Baltimore's leading the East right now.
Yeah, I think they run away with the
Um,
East.
but I think they're probably only like a game or two up. I think so. That one still could come down to the end of it
3.
too.
But
Oh,
the
they're
Rays are
three.
the Rays are gonna slump a little bit here.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go with the Rays for the E for one of them. Um, I'll go Houston for the other one for another one, just because I want to see the Rangers win.
Yeah, I think
Which
that the number two
So
spot
I
and
or
then
think that
whatever.
one. I think that one should be interchangeable. Like
yeah,
Rangers or
I
Astros.
both
One of
Yeah.
them is getting it.
yeah,
Whoever loses the
and then
West.
also same
Yeah.
same with Tampa Bay or Baltimore, because they're
Yeah.
both of those are tight races.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
For sure.
I think those two are locks. I think the third one's
Yeah.
just going to
yeah,
be the one that's up for grabs.
I'm saying
yeah,
Mariners.
and then
Man,
yeah,
they're hot.
Mariners are a game and a half back, and Toronto's up on them, but Mariners are only a game and a half. So,
I think the Mariners get hot,
and I
but
think
Toronto's getting hot too. So
Seattle's playing Kansas City right now.
Seattle's 8-2 in their last 10.
Seattle
With a
brought it
series
to the
against the
Kansas
Royals.
City.
Padres.
Oh, Kansas City is actually beating the Mariners right now, 5-4.
Kansas City
Good.
popping off. Salvi hit a
Dude,
3-runner tonight.
in the first
Let's
inning.
go.
Dude, Salvi's a stud. Wearing his
Yes.
jersey.
So
Chad.
so I think that one could be interchangeable too. It could be either Toronto or Seattle there. Just kind of depends. But also, uh, if the Sox get hot, don't let the Sox get hot.
Don't let him.
But
Trevor Story's
uh,
back, baby.
they they might they're only 3 games back. They might get sneak in there.
Yeah. They do
But
have a tough back in the schedule. But
they do.
Trevor Story's coming back to anchor down shortstop position. He's hitting the lights out of the ball past couple games.
Yeah.
After starting like 0 for 8, but then he's come back. He's been like hitting like 600 after that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that one's still that last spot is going to come down there to the very end.
Yeah.
Toronto, Seattle, and Boston. I think
I agree.
that's what it's really going to come down to there.
Yeah.
I would love. I mean, Chris Sale,
he's
Sale
back.
Day,
Yeah, he made his first start back.
he's back.
Garrett Whitlock, who was a start at the beginning of the year. Like last year, dominant lights out reliever. They wanted to try him as a starter this year. He got hurt a couple times, so now he's back, but they're putting him back in the bullpen for the rest of the year. If he regains back that reliever form, he's nails. So that's big. And then Tanner Houck, who got hit with a line drive in the face and had to have facial reconstruction surgery, is going to come back towards the end of this month, and he'll be a starter. So,
Sweet.
On the pitcher side of things, getting healthy at the right time to make a push with
Love
some fresh arms. So, that's good.
Love that.
Real nice.
Yeah.
You know something I just saw on Twitter?
What's that?
Jose Altuve gave his jersey to a kid, and the kid is like crying, lit. It's nice. I like Jose Altuve again.
Speaking of
You know
Jose
what?
Altuve,
I do not like the Astros, but
well, you're a
Jose
Rangers fan,
Altuve,
so that makes sense.
Jose
Yeah,
Altuve,
makes sense.
pretty dang good.
Like good enough to be your AL hot hitter of the week.
No.
You know, I was looking at that,
Who is this now?
and
You want to know mine?
I do.
Let me find him.
kind of what I was thinking about that.
I'm gonna go MJ Melendez.
MJ Melendez. Really?
Yeah, 9 hits. I mean,
He took it to the Red Sox in their last series for sure.
didn't have
MJ. Wow.
throws this. Yep, I don't know. 5 RBIs. I mean, for a Royals team that doesn't score a bunch of runs, I mean, it's fun. Good. Batted .409.
He's a fun player.
He K'd 5 times, but hey, that happens.
Don't we all? Right.
We all been there.
All struck out a couple times in our life.
Just a few.
Yeah. I had Jose Altuve in my hot hitter of the week. Led the league, 13 hits. His on-base percentage was at .613 in 25 at-bats. Added a stolen base, 6 RBIs, 1 bombski with 9 runs, 3 doubles. He also walked 5 times and only struck out 3 times. So he was getting on base at quite a good clip over the past 7 days.
Yeah.
He was, and I think I will agree with you there. That, you know, it's when you hit 520 in a 7-day span. I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of hard not to consider you for the hot hitter of the week. You know, 13 for 25 with, like you said, 9 runs and 6 RBIs and a bomb.
Yeah.
You know,
not bad numbers.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, not terrible.
So,
I wonder, just thinking here, what is? Just trying to see if I can find Trevor Story's number since he got back. I don't know. I'll have to look at that later. NL hot hitter of the week. Who wants to kick that one off?
I picked Ozzy
Albies.
But I was like, I mean, just 12 hits, 13 RBIs. Like, that's 13 RBIs is an incredible number.
Yeah.
He swiped 3 bags.
Dude, when they had the doubleheader, when they put up like 21 runs in the first game and like 11 in the second, he had
crossed home 8 times. He crossed home 8 times. But that I was like honorable mentions like Matt Olson though, because like I mean
I was about to say Matt Olson's going to be mine.
Same here.
hit 400, 12 for 30, 10 runs, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. No stolen bases, obviously, but
he walked 9 times.
He walked 9 times.
I'm switching to him. Unanimous.
Hey,
Unanimous. Another round of applause. Matt Olson.
Let's go. I tell you what. When you're walking 9 times,
and he crossed the plate 10 times.
Great.
Yeah, when you're walking 9 times, that means you got some pretty dang good eyes.
And
out of 30 at bats, you were 10 runs. Yeah.
I mean, he's having
but also
a career year.
But also, like they say, anytime you walk a guy, he's gonna score a majority of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows. He walked 9 times and he scored 10 times.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you know,
just a third of your at bats you're scoring. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He already has 43 bombs on the year, which is more than he's had any other year, and we're not even done with the season yet. He needs 5 more RBIs to pass his career high in RBIs. So he is.
He'll get that.
Yeah.
He'll get that by the end of the week.
Yeah,
He'll
no
get that
doubt.
by the end of the week.
No doubt. He is slugging the ball. So
Yeah, his slugging percentage this week was .833.
not bad. I mean, decent. It's decent.
I mean, let's see. The only other person I think to have one that high. Oh well, Carlos Correa had 1,000 slugging percentage. So, but
not bad.
and then Brian Hayes at 955, but none of them scored 10 times.
Yeah, that's kind of
So, when you're still scoring 10 times in your 30 at bats, I still think you get it.
True that. Any AL Pitcher of the Week nominations?
I said Show because he's still going out there and doing his thing, even though the Angels aren't doing it for him.
Tough.
Because he still goes out there
and
plays like the best player in the league.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Because he is.
Because he is, yeah, true that.
I mean, I'm gonna go with against the Rangers, Logan Webb. Logan Webb the other day threw 8 2/3 shutout innings, and gave up a double to JP Martinez, who made his major league debut this week.
Nice.
And then later scored on a ground ball to Brandon Crawford at shortstop.
Nice.
Yeah, ball in the hole, and JP Martinez said, "I'm going to go score on this." Which, granted, the ball never should have got thrown across the diamond.
Yeah.
Because it was deep in the hole, and Ezekiel Duran's kind of fast, and so they scored. So that was the only run he ended up giving up against the Rangers.
Solid.
But he went 14 1/3 with 12 strikeouts, with a 1.26 ERA, and his WHIP was .98.
Pretty good.
So he only gave up two earned runs over those 14 1/3 innings, 13 hits, 1 walk. Yeah. So
Heck yeah.
That's probably going to be my vote there for the NL.
For the NL, I had Freddie Peralta.
Who's your AL?
Brewers. Oh, for my AL?
Isn't that who?
Is that what we were doing? I thought we were doing NL.
What?
Oh, you want my
What?
AL?
Didn't we just talk about our ALs?
Well, you said AL. Jaycek said NL.
Oh,
my bad.
I thought you said NL at the
My
or
bad.
AL at the beginning.
Oh,
My bad.
I did, but it's okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
My
okay.
AL,
Okay, we know.
Oh, it's fine.
My bad.
Rookies. Boo! Boo!
Who that?
I had in the AL. I had Pablo Lopez with the Twins. He had 13 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 2 wins, 0 earned runs over those 2 starts, and yeah, that's.
I thought you were gonna. I was hoping you were gonna pick Gavin Williams because of the 22 Ks in 12 innings.
I did not, but do you want to know my honorable mention?
Yeah.
Dude was shoving.
My honorable mention for the AL, Big Kenley Jansen, the closer for the Red Sox.
You love your closers.
I do love a good closer. He had 5 strikeouts and 4 innings pitched. He got recorded a win. He had 3 saves in the week and only allowed 1 earned run. So he slammed the door 3 times and got a win.
Speaking of closers and striking people out, did y'all see that Aroldis Chapman has struck out over 53% of his batters since he joined the Rangers?
That is ridiculous.
You're welcome.
God,
Yeah.
From the Royals.
But
The Royals
but
fixed
the man
that,
is not. But the man's not our closer.
Yeah,
Explain that to me.
I don't know.
Let that man do
That
what he
does
wants
not
to
make-
do.
Honestly,
That does not make sense to me.
it might be a mindset thing for him because he
Yeah, if he likes not,
struggled.
he doesn't need the pressure
Yeah.
from, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
He's
he's
been
got
great.
he's got a save since he joined the Rangers.
No,
He's
no,
already
I
got
don't
one.
think it's the pressure of the
And-
save, because in Kansas City he was the closer is fine, but I think the pressure of being on that really good team
in the postseason.
and in the postseason, you are the guy. Like I think that
probably
gets to him.
Because I think when he was on the Yankees,
Probably.
like his butthole got real tight, you know, because he'd get freaking jumped if he blew a save, and I think that was definitely getting to him in New York.
probably.
I think
And I think
he's your seventh or eighth.
I think he was
guy,
like, yeah. Can you imagine like you're up in a game, you get up by 2 runs in the 7th and 8th inning, a guy comes in and is just hucking it 105, like you'd be like, what the?
No thanks.
Yeah.
You're like,
With
you're like, dude,
movement.
you're like, or like you're trailing 2, and then that guy comes in, you're like, we're gonna have to do this in the 9th.
Yeah. For real. Against the closer, right?
Yeah.
My NL pitcher of the week was
Go ahead.
Freddie
Was.
Peralta.
Oh,
of the
I would
Brewers.
say, well, if it's Will Smith, maybe not.
Snow had Freddie Peralta too. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
13
Yeah.
innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, which led the league. He had 2 wins as well, and he only gave up 1 earned run. He pitched his nuts off.
Yep, I liked him because he plays for the Brewers, and that's the Bob's Burgers Brewers on MLB The Show, Road to the Show. Yeah, yeah.
My
Kid's
runner-up
stud,
there,
center fielder.
special shout-out to Michael Renzen of the Phillies for tossing a no-no. That's a round of applause. It's good. Good stuff. Congrats on the no-no.
Yep.
Come on the podcast and talk about it sometime. At Michael Renzen.
We're gonna. That would be cool. I mean,
Sick
Yeah.
nasty, wouldn't it?
we need to know more about
So,
baseball.
so drop your tags in the comments. Tag
So we
them in.
need to get some like pro players on here. Let's get Yo on this.
So wild. Yo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, I think I will change mine to Freddie Peralta, with the honorable mention for Logan Webb.
You can give it to Logan Webb. That's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
I didn't really look at the numbers until I.
Oh, it's fine.
Tails,
I
it's
gave
okay.
my hitter to MJ Melendez because I liked who he was. It's okay. You think he's hot? That's
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Stick with it.
Team of the week.
The Brewers. Go Brewers.
This is just
The
a
Brew
He's like a sneaky
Crew.
Brewers guy.
Yeah, ever since Bob Burger got drafted by the Brewers, man, I'm all in.
He's a cheesehead.
Yeah,
Oh,
their stadium seems cool. It's their mascot's beer.
Yeah, true.
True.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
how about
I don't know.
the Rangers 11-0 going into the bottom of the 8th?
Who they playing?
The Angels.
How about
You know who's
Dustin
the-
betting Rangers money line tonight? Ooh-wee.
Let's go.
Free money. Free. Free.
How about the Braves just murdering the Yankees at the moment?
Dustin bet Braves -1.5 tonight. How about that?
Yeah.
Free money. Yeah,
Yeah.
how about it? I had the Los Doyers as my team of the week. They went 7-0 in the week. They have won 12 out of 13, as we hit on earlier in the show. They are on fire. I had some cool stats pulled up on Twitter, but for some reason I X'd out of Twitter. Let me read you these stats. I thought they were fantastic. In August, in the MLB, the Dodgers offense have a 139 weighted run created plus, which is second in the league. They have scored 86 runs since the start of August, which is second in the league. They have a 884 team OPS, second in the league. Their starting pitcher ranks 222 ERA, which is first in the league. 21.1 K to walk percent, second in the league. A 1 whip as a staff, nasty, second in the league. A 356 FIP, which is good for third in the league. Their bullpen is sixth in whip at a 1.06, and they're ninth in ERA at a 2.87. So that's their whole team is clicking on all cylinders right now, as you can tell.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's my team of the week, with the stats to back it up. Bingo.
I think
Bingo,
I
bango,
think
bongo.
I'd agree.
They're gross.
I think I'd agree. I do, since they are my hometown team, I am going to go with the Rangers as well.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
they're playing good ball too.
Rangers are, they're yes, they are winning ball games that are blowouts, but they're also winning the 2-1 ball games. Although they have not won a ball game this year where they have been down after 8 innings.
Dang.
That even proved the other day.
No walk off.
They were down after they were down after 8 innings against the Giants. Yes, they came back to tie it and eventually take the lead, but they were still down after the 8th inning and gave up a walk-off bomb. So, they are, the Rangers are firing on all cylinders, and you are getting Corey Seager back, which I think I saw a stat today that they are 14-2 in games that he's played since he's come back. And he's crushing the ball.
Yeah.
And then they got Jonah Heim back after his wrist injury.
It's big.
And then, yeah, I mean, I just feel like they're doing a lot better than really I feel like a lot of people expected. I know a lot better than I expected, especially after last year.
Yeah.
But when they do make some big moves, that kind of helps.
Yeah.
So I won't necessarily say they are my hottest team, but
I know who my pitcher of the week next week is if he throws anywhere near this good this weekend. Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
Seven innings, 1 hit, no earned, 1 walk, 11 Ks tonight. Holy
nasty,
bro.
Yeah.
Bad,
bro.
Nasty. Yeah.
What a signing.
For sure.
Who won the trade deadline? The Rangers and the Stros.
The Rangers. Oh, it's 12
Verlander stud too.
It's 12-0 now.
Oh boy. That's crazy. Just highlighting a couple series that are going to be good this midweek. Kind of playoff teams playing against each other. We have the Rays and the Giants, the Brewers and the Dodgers, and the Astros and the Marlins. I have one more question for you guys that we can scrap about, and then we're going to hop off the pod. If you guys like this, listen on Spotify. Make sure you check out the YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube if you're watching. Hit that sub button. Hit the like button. If you guys are watching on YouTube, but you guys are audio people, maybe you gotta jet out, mow the lawn. Check out the podcast on Spotify. We're over there and listen to us while you mow. I like to listen to a good podcast while I mow. Helps pass the time. Is
absolutely
the baseball postseason the most exciting postseason to watch out of all the major sports? If not, which do you like to watch more?
If it's not the Chiefs, yes.
Okay.
I would rather watch it. I would rather watch baseball postseason for fun.
Right.
But if it's like,
so if it was
if it was the Padres or the Chiefs in the postseason,
yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. That'd be tough.
I'd say
probably the Chiefs because I love the Chiefs, but the Padres would be really, really cool. It'd be really fun.
I'll say throw out. Let's say your team doesn't make the postseason. Which one would you be more willing, or which one would you look forward to watching more? A baseball postseason without your team, or a football without your team?
Baseball.
Baseball.
100%.
I know
baseball's fun too.
I think it's just a fun game to watch.
I agree, and a lot of people will disagree with us because baseball is a mental sport, and it also helps that we all played basically our whole lives.
Yeah, so, I like baseball before.
Yeah. So we get everything that goes on in baseball. Like with football, for me, I'll watch it. It's not necessarily my most important thing that I'm going to watch. If it's the Chiefs or the Cowboys, sure, I will watch both of those games.
Yeah.
But really anybody else, not gonna watch it. Whereas baseball, I'll watch whoever's on TV.
Yeah.
You know, if it's on
Yeah,
MLB
especially
Network or whatever, I can actually like understand exactly what's going on, whether I know who's pitching for the Phillies or who's pitching for, you know, I don't know, the Reds. You
Right.
know, but but on football, sometimes I'm like, "Mm, this small guy just ran all the way up the field
Yeah.
yeah,
past all these fat guys."
especially like obviously we know we love the game before, but with the pitch clock and like the game speeding up, it's just fun to watch now. Because
Yeah.
in those Tabor press boxes doing the scoreboard, those games were so long. I know what it's like to be bored watching baseball.
Oh my
It's not
Yes.
God.
fun.
You're not
Doing
Like
lying,
doing the
if
book.
there was a 20-second pitch clock
bro.
when we were in college, that would have been awesome for me as a spectator
Doing
because I
doing
didn't
the
play
Yeah,
on the
we rode
varsity
the
games.
pine. Like that would have been sick.
doing the book. What about doing the books and the scoreboard? Our freshman year, Snow, in the corner of the dugout with a screen in front of us,
I
so we
feel
didn't
like
get
I don't
smoked.
remember that. I think I missed that.
I
No, I
You
think I did the
probably did.
scoreboard once or twice.
I had to do that. That sucked. But
Yeah.
I tell you what, when your team's in it, NHL hockey playoffs is wild,
Yeah.
and it's wild.
Yeah. I
So
definitely see on social media like hockey postseason goes hard too. I just don't.
it
I don't have a
does.
dog in the fight. Like,
Yeah, it's
I really haven't committed to a
Right.
hockey squad, and I
Or
don't
yeah.
watch a ton
Dallas
of hockey.
Stars.
So,
Go
yeah, I
Stars.
don't like watch the sport, and I'm like, yeah,
I
just
don't
like
too.
try to
I mean,
watch the
it's
playoffs and not really know anything. It's like, what?
yeah,
Right.
I get that. But like I do feel like with hockey, like it's constantly moving. Like
It is
Oh,
cool.
for sure.
Like the playoffs
at
look
all
like they're
times,
lit.
Yeah.
they are.
I think it'd
Yeah.
be fun to go to a playoff hockey game. Like I think that atmosphere
like
would
when
go
we were
fucking
when we were in
bonkers.
Dallas,
Yes.
and they were the playoffs, but they were in Canada. I was like, dude, imagine if we could have gone to a playoff game. That would have been
is
so much fun.
so cool.
Y'all need to come. Y'all need to come down when they're in season, and we just need to go to a normal game.
To a
Normal
Stars
Where they
game.
games
give
are a
out when they
blast
give
too.
out a collab with the Rangers,
Yes,
That'd be cool.
but
preferably.
With optic.
I mean, normal Stars games are a blast.
Yeah.
So
You know what they should
let's
give out?
plan
Extra
on
large
that.
mouse pads. God, that would be so cool.
I'll take a new mouse pad.
That would be an awesome giveaway.
Yeah. What's our cute? We had no Gophers last week, Snow.
Dude, I
No
don't
Gophers.
know.
And like I had people,
Rangers.
I even tweeted at you.
my friends, like
I
Snapchatted
think-
me of them listening to the pod, but nobody DM'd the Twitter account and said Gopher.
If you can't DM us for some reason, tweet it. Just tweet it at us.
Fucking at us, dog.
Because I tweeted it and no one knew what I was talking about.
Oh.
And I don't even like Jordan didn't pod with us. I don't think he knew what I was talking about.
He absolutely
But I say, yeah, he had no idea.
No clue. What is it going to be this week? What's the keyword?
Banana.
Banana. If you have listened thus far into the podcast, we are 1 hour and 18 minutes. This is our 10th anniversary show.
Our 10th episode
10th
special.
show. 10th
Let's
episode
go.
special. This is probably the longest we've potted, so that's sick. Time's flown
we
by.
potted,
Shout out to
yeah.
our special guest, Jaycek, coming on the show. We'll have to have him more. Let us know in the comments if you vibed with Jaycek tonight for sure. DM us the word banana on Twitter.
Comment on YouTube
For a special prize.
Yeah. I don't know if you can comment on Spotify, but if you can do it, we'll find
There's
it.
there's
You
a poll.
cannot.
Or
There's a
just
poll
tweet
on
at us.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like answer.
You
it.
got
Tweet it.
X. I
It's
know.
like
I don't
how
know.
was this episode?
Hey, tweet it, FaceTime. I don't know, Facebook it, Instagram it, all the
And if
things.
if you give us a 5-star review, Dustin will give you a kiss.
The kiss is real good,
Ooh, boy.
from what I've heard. Just
Right.
to
Right. I don't know. As long as you're not female, I guess. if you know what I mean.
You
But it's got to
And
be
it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's on the
Yeah.
cheek. It's on the cheek.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Yeah. Never said you're gonna like
Send you a
lock your
Hershey's
tongues
kiss.
with them.
How about that?
Yeah. No.
All right. Well, boys, it's been fun. It's been real, and it's been real fun. So we'll catch you guys on episode 11 coming out. Maybe at some point we'll be able to get down a schedule to where we can go twice a week. But, you know, I'm obviously not promising anything because we have not been able to do that thus far.
With coaching season coming up.
Hey, my Thursdays are going to be open on coaching season. That's when the midweeks wrap up.
I don't work on Thursdays, but I get adjusted to the chiropractor, but that's fine.
Perfect. Because Thursdays we get down to the
I'll
practice
be loose.
early.
Hey.
So maybe. We'll
Sounds
see.
like a pod kind of day.
Sounds like
Because soon you're gonna be playing games on Mondays. So Mondays are gonna go away, so we might just become a Thursday pod. Everybody.
Well, we'll have
If
to.
we
We could Sunday pod. Thursday pod.
We might become a Thursday pod and a Sunday pod.
Sunday, Thursday. If you heard it here first.
You'll find us on one of those days every week. Big promise.
Maybe
not both, but one of them. You'll find us. So
hopefully
Monday or Friday morning.
But yeah, we'll post it the next morning at 5 a.m. for you bright and early listeners. You won't catch me at 5 a.m. bright and bushy-tailed, but some people that's how you flow. So we'll catch y'all later. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you comment. Banana.
Follow Jaycek's. Jaycek, plug your shit again.
Yes. Thanks again for having me on the podcast, guys. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If you are also into hunting and fishing and things like that, part of Texas Bow Hunter on Instagram and YouTube. New videos will be dropping this fall. Fingers crossed that we actually are able to shoot some deer this year.
Nice.
But if you are into that kind of stuff, make sure you check me out over there as well. Thanks again, y'all, for having me on.
Cool merch too.
Yeah, hey.
I got some in my
T-shirts. T-shirts, $25. Hats.
DM
I got
on
hats
Instagram.
too, see? Right here.
Boy.
Let me know.
I got the man.
Find the DMs.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Banana.
Bye.
See ya.